A $100,000 salary doesn't cut it anymore, and Donald Trump's tariffs could cause financial pain. Today, I read an interesting article on Yahoo Finance, put out by Benzinga and written by Ivy Grace, titled 58% of people say $100,000 a year is the bare minimum to avoid the financial stress of daily life. Here's how many actually earn this. According to the author, a $100,000 salary isn't the luxury it once was. In fact, for many people, it's the bare minimum they believe they need to stop worrying about money altogether. The author referenced a report from Edelman Financial Engines, which revealed that 58% of Americans think earning $100,000 a year is necessary just to avoid worrying about everyday life expenses. A quarter of respondents said even $100,000 doesn't cut it. They reported $200,000 per year is what they needed to feel comfortable. Here are my thoughts. There are so many variables to consider. If someone is single with no debt and already has a well-funded retirement account and lives in a rural or inexpensive suburban area, then $100,000 or less per year may be plenty. There are plenty of Americans who survive on less than $100,000 per year. Only about a quarter of Americans earn at least $100,000 per year, according to DQYDJ.com. People who don't earn this much find a way to get by. People are creative when it comes to sustaining themselves. While an income of $100,000 or less may be fine for many people, this isn't the case for everyone. If someone has a big family with kids who constantly need things, and this person has an expensive mortgage payment and two car payments, along with student loans and credit card debt, then even $200,000 per year may not be enough, especially if the person plans on maxing out his or her retirement contributions each year and going on a vacation or two with all of those children. A friend of mine took his family of 5 to Disney World for a week, and I couldn't believe how much money he spent to do that. I was truly shocked. It isn't the type of vacation I'd be going on if I had a family of 5. Getting back to the article, the author said 2024 was a tough financial year for Americans, with inflation hammering household budgets and interest rates. Money continues to be a top source of stress for families nationwide, and even a six-figure salary is making it difficult for many workers to keep up. Well, my friends, I can believe this, especially for people who are renters in expensive areas of the country. If you have a big family and need a 3 or 4 bedroom rental, it isn't going to be cheap. Even in a less than desirable area, you could still spend a lot of money for a rental like this. It is crazy how expensive rent has gotten in recent years. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, "Location is critical these days. $100,000 might be near poverty level in high-cost areas of the coasts and large cities, but in low-cost of living areas, those wages could allow one to become wealthy. While there are even greater cost of living differences today, this really isn't anything new. After college, I stayed in the Midwest in a science-related job. I made significantly less money than my friends and classmates who moved to those high-cost areas over 40 years ago. But our lower cost of living allowed us to save significantly larger amounts. We retired in our mid-50s here, while many of my friends are still working a decade later and still don't have more than a small fraction of our net worth. Ironically, we can easily afford their lifestyle and expenses even in retirement, yet they struggle to get ahead, even though they are working full-time." Another commenter said, "The true foundation of success rests on the disciplined avoidance of lavish expenditures or extravagant lifestyles, coupled with an unwavering commitment to living free from liens or loans for decades." Well, my friends, these commenters always have interesting things to say. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. For all of those people struggling financially, regardless of their income level, life could get more difficult. I read an interesting article today on yahoo.com, put out by the Associated Press and written by Josh Boak, titled, Trump says Americans could feel some pain from his new tariffs that are triggering a trade war. The author said the trade penalties that Trump signed Saturday at his Florida resort caused a mix of panic, anger, and uncertainty and threatened to rupture a decades-old partnership on trade in North America while further straining relations with China. Here's a quote from Donald Trump. Will there be some pain? Yes, maybe, and maybe not. Trump said in a social media post, but we will make America great again, and it will all be worth the price that must be paid. Here are my thoughts. We are entering unknown territory here. Who knows what the short-term and long-term ramifications of this will be? Will we see higher prices on some goods? I'm sure we could. I also have to wonder, how many greedy businesses will just increase prices and blame it on Donald Trump's tariffs? For the past 4 years, I believe a lot of businesses have continued to use the supply chain issues as a reason for their higher prices. I think this was evident at car dealerships and at the grocery store. Maybe some of you have suspected some of the higher prices you have paid are due to more corporate greed and less to supply chain issues. There were over 1,000 comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, U.S. citizens cannot afford to pay any more than they already are for groceries, gasoline, clothing, etc. Not many got high enough raises to cover the cost of inflation, and many can't afford the prices already at the grocery store. Another commenter said, get ready for the highest inflation and unemployment rates in energy and food costs since the 1970s. The next commenter said, well, so much for prices of groceries and gas coming down anytime soon. Welcome to Inflation 2.0. Another commenter said, it's not going to get better because Canada and Mexico are finding new trade partners. Who will want to partner with the bully? The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, my advice, if you're in a position to do so now, is to get debt-free, pay off your cars, credit cards, and have months of mortgage or rental payments sitting in the bank or a safe place in your home. Once that's done, stop enjoying eating out and shopping sprees and save every nickel. It is about to get rough to live in America. Jobs are going to become scarce and lower wages. Well, my friends, the commenters always have interesting things to say. Please keep in mind, these are the thoughts of the commenters and not me. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.